but I'm at a loss for words. I don't know if you found all of those pictures, but those are great, and I think that beside passion, hopefully it shows them. We've had a lot of fun. It's a good thing I get to stand there for a few minutes because it's such a great surprise. So, to start out with, there's two people that I really have to thank that frankly have made all the things that hopefully I've been able to do in my career possible. And first of all, my wife, Debbie. All of us in the room know, whether it's wife's husband, but spouses, for what we do from early in the morning. Mike was sharing earlier, he got a call at 4 in the morning last night. And it's just all the hours, all the time we put in. And if I hadn't had such a supportive wife, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So thank you, honey. And the other person it was Jeff. So he shared when we met in college. And so just a quick story about Jeff. So when I started, I was building buildings and then started out at the one concrete plant, working a lot. And so Jeff was in Kansas City. And we talked quite a bit. I called him one day and I said, "Do you like what you're doing?" He said, "Not really." And I said, "Well, I could sure use some help up here in Michigan. Why don't you come up here and help me with the concrete side of the business?" And he said, "I don't know anything about concrete." And I said, "Well, that makes two of us. So why don't you come on in?" Anyway, he did, and the rest is history, because again, I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I've done through good times and bad times, thick and thin. Jeff's been there. So, buddy, thank you. So, like I said, I really don't know where to start. And Scott, don't worry, I won't take too long. But Scott, wherever you are, thank you, because again, what a surprise. I had no idea. Now that I think back about it, a couple of weeks ago, because I wasn't even registered, because we were maybe going to go to the Bahamas for my wife's birthday, and Matt called and said, "Are you coming to the convention?" I said, "Well, I wasn't sure. I was going to be out. I'm going to be there." And then I never signed up, and then Steve said, "Are you going to sign up?" I didn't really think anything about it, but anyway, Scott, not only thank you for this, but for your leadership in the last couple of years, and as long as you've been in the industry. And I think that actually speaks to what Jeff said about my love for the industry. It's about passion. And I look around this room and the friendships that I've made, and I think that's a very common theme, right? We all have a passion for this industry and what we do. So, I don't know how many years ago it was, but I remember talking to Hardy Johnson, and it was after, all the consolidation in the industry. Carl Sr. retired, Hardy was retiring, the Bakers had sold, and so we had a lot of changes going on in the state. And I don't whine much, but I was whining to him. And Hardy looked at me, anybody that knows Hardy only like he could, he looked at me and said, "Troy, stop whining. It's your turn to lead." And the other people on the executive committee at FC&PA during that transition. And so it's been a great ride. This is, as Jeff said, this is, Scott said earlier about what a great association. I think truly FC&PA is the greatest association in the country in our industry. And now I look around. I sat in on the board meeting on Thursday, and all the things that they were going over and discussing, and pave-wise and block strong, what's going on in Tallahassee. And I thought, you know what? It's a passing of the torch. What a great bunch of leaders that we have now. And looking around the room, a number of other great leaders coming up behind. But look who's with the job Scott's done. Jeff Bomo's coming and think about that. So, Scott's father, he grew up in the industry. He was telling me a story the other day. He's been coming to these association meetings since he was 2. Jeff's father, Steve. Now, those are family, but then those are the incoming chairs. And then Monica, who I guess couldn't come back then. These people are so smart and so passionate. And that's the hands that this association is going to be in the future, along with a lot of other people in this room. So Florida is a great place. I said I've made a few good decisions in my life. The first one was 42 years ago, married my wife, and the second one was decided to move from Michigan to Florida. It's been a great ride. We are blessed to be in Florida. This is again, I think the greatest association for our industry in the country. It's in good hands. I know you all have a great passion for it. So let's keep it going. Let's keep Matt, a young, great leader for many, many more years. So let's keep it going. Let's keep Florida great. We have the greatest building product and materials in the world. Thank you very much.